Hello and welcome to Broker Than You. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I would like to thank our sponsors at Procyon. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz is a proud supporter of our podcast network. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch in the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Pete also has the best advertisements, commercials, billboards, you name it. He is the Better Call Saul of Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, a car accident, your mother-in-law decided to run you over with her car, your wife got angry one night, she decided to stab you, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut, and he will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. All you have to do is remember, in a pinch, call Finch. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dickerson. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program, 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them to reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. He has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. So if you want to work with the best, go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right. And here we are for the Trench Mob Show. I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I have already thanked my sponsors, which is unusual. We have the man himself, the best offensive line coach in Georgia, Coach Jordan. Great to see you. Yeah. And
how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
And Julius Williams, the head and leader of the Trench Mob. Julius.
What's up, brother? How are you? Good to be here.
And two very special guests, Mr. Xavier Griffith and his mother. It is a pleasure to meet you guys, and
Yes,
I get to talk to another Alabama person, another Alabama commit, and another star. So I am just overjoyed right now to have the best on. Congratulations.
Sure, thank you.
And you have been tearing it up from what I've seen. and you are quite the athlete. You play all over the place. Do some stuff on the edge. You like to take people's heads off. And I can see that football has come very naturally to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How long have you played? Did you start really early on?
I started pretty early, but then I didn't play from 2nd grade to 7th grade. And like 7th grade is really, 7th grade is really when I started playing again.
To 7th grade. I made him quit in 2nd grade.
You made him quit in 2nd grade?
I did.
What didn't you like about 2nd grade? Was it the coaches? Was it
He
something
didn't like to get hit, believe it or not.
Oh, he didn't like to get hit. Oh, you got to put him out there like that. He didn't like to get hit. But that quickly changed in 7th grade. Did you play other sports while you were growing up as well?
I played baseball and not football, basketball.
Baseball, basketball. Yes, and then in 7th grade, you decided you wanted to give football another shot again.
Yep, yes, sir.
And how was that experience like? Did you have a good coaching staff? Did you enjoy yourself more? Did you not mind getting hit and maybe doing a little bit more of the hitting?
I definitely didn't mind getting hit no more. But I mean, the coaching staff really wasn't the best at the time. And where I was at, I was having fun because it was the people I grew up with. But really like 8th grade is when I really just started like loving the game.
8th grade. Was it the same coach? Was it somebody different that had an impact on you, would you say?
Well, I grew up in Alabama, and then we moved to Georgia my 8th grade.
Oh, okay. Georgia. That's why. That's what did it. That's what always does it. So you had a chance to come to Georgia and see what real football's like. And that kind of won you over.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What position were you playing early on in 8th grade?
I played
everything.
I played running. My main position was running back and DN.
And Mom, what was your thoughts on it? You know, he goes from 2nd grade, not really liking to be hit, and he goes 7th and 8th grade, and all of a sudden, what do you know? We got a player on our hands.
Yeah. I knew, like, as far as playing, like I told him from birth, anything that boy has ever done, he literally picks it up. You know, baseball, he was really great at. Wish he would have stuck with it. You know, basketball, he was good at. So, anything he played, he could do. It was just a matter of him figuring out where he wanted to be on the football field.
And then you obviously moved on to the high school level. 9th grade, 10th grade. When did they move you up?
Move me up to what?
To varsity, to high school.
Oh, okay. Well, 9th grade. Actually, I got to play for the first time in 9th grade. Like I remember, I started.
Wow.
I started one game in 9th grade.
Wow, that's impressive.
Like really, just having that starter role was probably my sophomore year.
And were you playing defensive end, outside linebacker back then?
My 9th grade year, I started out playing receiver.
And receiver, wow.
Yeah. And then like midway through the season, like Coach Carswell, he was just saying like he could probably use me on the edge. So then I just tried it out, and then I didn't want to go back to offense. So
defense won you over just like that.
Yo.
He liked hit.
I love it.
Hey, Steve, that's how it always is, Steve. I know you got your questions, man, but it was the same way for me, man. I started out playing receiver, man, and there's something about, receivers, to end up getting moved to edge and playing defensive end, man. I guess they say we're the receivers that can't catch, man, to go play defense, man. But nah, man, this kid's definitely a great player, man. And I think we first made contact a couple years ago, I believe. I was trying to get him on Trench Mob, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. I wish it did. We would have got a chance to see him out there. on that national circuit against some of those guys. But be that as it may, man, you still have done a great job. And I'm a big fan of you, man. I know I may not get a chance to tell you that much, man, but I love to go and watch your highlights, man, and show them to other guys, to show them what it looks like to be a top prospect, and I will say, Steve, I had a chance, we got Bryson Hurt, man. One of our beloved guys on Trench Mob. So I went out there to see him play him, and we got quite a few other guys out there. We got young guys, Yanni, and a few other young guys out there. And so I got a chance to go see him play in person, man. And this guy plays at a different speed than everybody else on the field.
10 times faster than anyone else out there.
Right. And and I'm talking to college coaches all the time, man. Coaches, players, everybody. I accidentally sent them a contact I was supposed to send somebody else earlier, man, just from being so busy and being in this world. But the thing is, man, what people have to understand, the difference between a 5-star recruit and a 2-star recruit is the speed they play at.
100%.
And he plays much, much faster than everybody else on the field. And coaches that I talk to all the time, D-line coaches, I say, Coach, what's the criteria, that you're looking for? And they say, my criteria is I want to be able to find the guy without a highlighter. I don't want, if you got to highlight yourself on film or you got to circle yourself, for us to see where you are, then I don't want that type of player, So, and I tell you, from the very, very first snap, when I walked in their stadium and saw him on defense, man, he was flying around, and it was definitely like lightning and exciting, So I'm glad I got a chance to experience that.
And you play at Gainesville High School?
Yep, yes, sir.
How has the team done this past year?
We're doing pretty good. We 9-2 right now. We lost to Carrollton and we lost to Roswell. But I mean, it's going pretty good right now. And then we got playoffs. We got Brunswick this Friday. So I mean, we just ready for the playoffs, like just ready to keep taking it one by one.
And I mean, you guys play like a 12 game regular season. Is that it? 10 game?
Mm-hmm.
10 game.
10 game.
Yeah, 10 game regular season. Then you're into the playoffs. What size is Gainesville?
5A.
So 5A. So you are playing against some of the best of the best. When would you say you started to really get recruited? When did it heat up for you?
Let me see. I think I got my first offer like the spring of my freshman year, and then like I got like a couple after that.
Spring of your freshman year.
Yeah. South Florida was my first offer, and then I got UAB, and then I went to the Tennessee and Florida State camps, and I got both of those, and they kind of died down for a minute, and then after my sophomore season is kind of really when I started like blowing up.
Did anything different happen your sophomore year? And did you have the same coach throughout high school, would you say?
Actually, I had a different coach. I had a different D-line coach my sophomore year because we had Coach Carswell my freshman year, and then he left and went to Grayson. And then we got a new D-line coach. But I mean, sophomore year is when I really started playing more, so that's really, I have more film.
And Mom, I mean, recruiting has changed so much, even from when your son started playing.
Right.
What was your opinion of going through the recruiting process? Because it can be a little bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah. I tell people it can be very overwhelming. I played college sports.
So okay.
A little bit. It's a lot different from when I was in school. Obviously I played basketball, so not, having to deal with football. So it was an eye opener. But we enjoyed it. Like, I just think if you truly trust the process and you truly do it for the right reasons, and you're not worried about what some school is going to pay your son or, any of that other stuff that can come along later.
Right.
And just get to know coaches, get to know, personnel staff. Like, it can be a great experience.
And what were your top choices? Would you say, you had your sophomore year and then your junior year comes along. I'm sure more schools came into the mix. What would you say your top choices were you were looking at?
My top choices was Ohio State, Texas, Florida State, and Bama.
Yeah, those are those are pretty good choices. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. And Alabama, obviously, they're the best of the best, the cream of the crop in the SEC. And were you initially recruited by them when Coach Saban was still there, or had the staff changed over?
When the staff changed, I think I didn't start getting recruited until my sophomore year. I think that's when he retired. It was my sophomore year.
Oh, okay. So you've gotten to meet the new coaches, and you like the new staff, and you feel comfortable going there, and you're from there, right?
Yes, sir.
Initially, so I mean, it's really like you're going home to play, which is awesome.
Yeah,
What are your expectations really right now? Going forward for the playoffs, what do you guys think you can do?
I mean, I think that they can do. I mean, they can do good things. I mean, it's really just about them all staying focused and not losing that focus, and just them really staying intentional about things. Like, I think sometimes, like, it seems like to us, like they just like let go sometimes. And I mean, they can't do that in the playoffs.
Oh, I was talking about your high school team.
Oh, okay. My
But I mean, yes, you are correct about Alabama. That was a very good assessment.
But I mean, the expectation, of course, is to win state. But I mean, we got to go 1-0 every week, and we got to treat every team the same and be intentional about it. Because I mean, just about at this point, it's plenty of teams that can really win state. I mean, it's just gonna come down to the little things and how you do the little things, and I mean, what you think is important.
Mom, what have you thought about this season? I mean, it's got to be big. I don't know when exactly did Xavier commit to Alabama?
Back this summer.
Okay, so you knew going in where he was going. That was great to get that out of the way.
He
You don't want
wanted
to
to get
have
it out the way. Yeah.
during the season. So you really got to have some fun. What are your thoughts been on the season and going into the playoffs for their team?
I'm excited. I mean, I've already claimed that we're going to be state champs at the end of the season. So
that's good. That's good.
Time to make that Ben's call. We've never been there because he played in the state championship his freshman year, but it was at the the old baseball field or football field. So it's time to go to the Ben's.
That's right. That's where they play the state championship.
Hey Steve, we got a bunch of guys on that Gainesville team too, man.
You do, yes.
So that train with us, man. So I would love nothing more, than to come to the Benz and and see all those guys get a chance. And I know we got a lot of guys in trouble with us. Zion Tate is out there, and young Ziggy, like ninth grader, and we got we got Zach, but definitely, man. A question I want to ask really quick. If you don't mind, Steve, I know you're normally the one to ask the questions, but
it's your show, brother.
When I know he was coming on, I just would love to ask his mom, rather, just to talk about the process, and the commitment that it took, to have a son that became, the number one outside linebacker in the country, because I know we got a lot of parents that are watching this. I think last week we had like 80,000 views or something like that. And we had a bunch of questions from a lot of parents just asking, and please just talk about the commitment that it takes, because people think you just show up and you're all of a sudden the number one player in the country at your position, and it takes a lot behind the scenes, lots of focus. You got kids don't even want to go work out. They think they're supposed to just, show up and just become the number one player in the country or go D1, or play SEC. And, oftentimes I think from my experience, and I've been retired from pro football since 2015, And the kids that I've seen be more successful that I've personally trained were the parents, that were invested the most. It wasn't even
Right.
about the kids. It could be a young man, and it could be two young men young men at the same level. But the
Right.
thing that carries them over the top is their parent. And Xavier, you better remember that, man, when you know what I mean, you out there, remember who sacrificed, man, and got you there. But Mom, I would love to, for you to explain that to our listeners and our people listening, watching tonight, what it took as a parent, to get your son to that level.
The thing I want to start out with is I tell people all the time, everybody wants to be D1, but they don't want to have D1 work ethics. Everybody wants to be a D1 parent, but they don't want to make D1 sacrifices. And so, for me, like literally, seventh grade, we had a lot going on. My daughter had passed away. I went through a divorce. And so he came and he was just like, listen, he's like, Mom, he's like, I want to play college ball. Okay, cool. So I knew Georgia was good. I have family in Gainesville. So I knew it was a good area to come to. And like I told him, if this is really what you want, we're going to do what's necessary. So it was a lot of sacrificing. I have a great village behind me. I can't say that I'm just by myself all the time, but at the end of the day, I push him. And that means going to camps. We were camping left and right.
Yeah.
Figured out, what were good camps, what were bad camps, what were money grab camps, and networking. Anytime I went somewhere, hey, I was asking questions like, what do you do for this? Or, what trainer is this? And that was the other big thing. We trained with Steve McClendon, MVP. So that was, a good thing. Like you have to get under a good trainer and get in a good school system. That's one thing I can say about Gainesville when it comes to development. They are awesome. Coach Niblett does a great job. He does a great job of preparing them for the next level, as far as college football preparation. So that's something else that parents don't realize is, you have to get them in a good school system as far as get them in a good football program, where they're doing things like lifting and running at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, because it's an easy transition when they go to college. We did meal prepping. Like some people don't think about that, but we did
That's
it.
huge.
He's very conscious about what he eats. He doesn't drink sodas for real. So that's a mental preparation for him that, kids don't think about. Like you have to sacrifice some things as well. So just stay prayed up about it. And, we have a great relationship. So I would always tell him, like, hey, if you want it, you're going to do it. As long as you do your part, I'm going to do my part. So,
How much of
Go
an
ahead, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve.
you should be. How much of an influence do you think it made you being a former Division One college basketball player affecting him? Because you had been there and you
Yeah.
had been through the grind. You knew what it took to
Right.
to succeed, and it's just to get there alone, how hard
Yeah.
it was. And the numbers percentage wise of high school players that
Right.
go on to play Division One. So I think that is a key factor, because having the experience and the knowledge that you had going in,
Right.
if this is what he wants to do, well, I got to give him a reality check on what to expect.
Yeah. And he knew, like I played Division II in Alabama. But I told him, I'm like, listen, they're all the same. At the end of the day, they're all the same. The grind is just a little bit heavier, a little bit harder. But my mom, she played ball, she coached. So we've been around sports our whole lives. So he knows, like, you can't just come in the off season and get better. I tell him when I coached, I'm like, you take the season to maintain, but off season
Exactly.
is when you grind. So that's what we did.
That's 100% true. It's you get better. All the work is done in the off season, and in season is your final product and what you get to show off. Now, Julius, you can ask your question.
It's all good, man. Hey, man, you're the man. Come on, what school did you go to?
I played at the University of Montevallo. It's in Alabama.
Okay, shout out to them. I definitely want to get them some love too on here.
Yes.
And I so another question. I know you mentioned Steve McClendon, who's a great friend of mine, man. Steve, one of the best guys I know. And I've also had conversations, I had a conversation with a lot of people, man. I remember Steve with T Knight first got the job at Florida State, man. He was the first guy he asked me about. Hey man, you know this kid name, hey man, Xavier Griffin. But for you, Xavier, man, just talk about. I would love for you to talk about what do you think about most throughout the day, because I think that's big. For you being who you are, man, being committed to Alabama, getting ready to go play big time ACC ball, man, at a powerhouse, and from things that I've read, they expect you to play early, man, and hopefully you can go in there and everything works out in your favor and get on the field as a freshman and do great things. But talk about your mindset, like what dominates your mind, on a daily basis.
I mean, really just trying to get better every day. I mean, really just finding something to get better at. I mean, I'm always trying to improve my game. I'm pretty hard on myself. So, I mean, I think that helps. That helps a lot. But I mean, really just always trying to get better. I mean, that should always be your mindset. Like, I mean, once you get on the field, I mean, you should be ready to dominate. I mean, hurt somebody like every time.
And I'm glad you said that, because that's not a barbaric thing. Like, I mean, every time I hit somebody, I hope they didn't get up. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You know what I mean? And it's not that I want to hurt somebody or that I want to, I do want to inflict pain and harm on someone else. I'll take that back. But not in a barbaric rate. It's just a mentality that you have to be an elite athlete. And the reason I asked you that question, Xavier, is, we trained about 200 young men last year, Coach Jordan, right? And out of those 200 young men that we trained last year, I guarantee you there's less than 20 that truly have their mindset of only thinking about how they can get better at their craft. They got so many other things on their mind. You'll be surprised at some of the things we hear of why these guys had to miss a tournament or couldn't make it to training or couldn't do this, some stuff, and it's just like, how will you ever be an elite person? Let's not even talk about player, an elite person, period, in any field of life, without getting better, dominate your mind on a daily basis, man. And that's what, obviously has made you. I mean, there's no rocket science to this. You know what I mean? So I definitely, wanted you to say that so your other peers, your age, can hear you say that, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the key is, they always say, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And if your mindset is to improve and get better every day, that is a very mature mindset. And that is going to take you a long way to have a good head on your shoulders like that. I'll go in another direction. What interests you academically? What would you like to study?
Either business or real estate.
Two very good professions, and nothing wrong with business, nothing wrong with a business degree, and real estate. If you're born sales, you will absolutely love it. So two good things to go into. And at Alabama, I'm pretty sure they offer just about everything. Just tell me a little bit about the atmosphere going to Tuscaloosa on game day, because I've never been there. And I can't imagine that there's anything like it.
I mean, it's definitely different. Like, I mean, you go to a lot of places, and I mean, of course, nothing's gonna be like the SEC, but I mean, Bama is just really different. I mean, of course, growing up there, I might be a little biased, but I mean, I feel like it's the best. I mean, the fans is crazy. I mean, people on the sideline on the little rails when you walk in the stadium gonna know you, and they be yelling your name and stuff. I mean, it's a good atmosphere.
So much passion, so much enthusiasm, and they love you guys. They worship the ground that you walk on. So that's going to be an incredible experience to walk into. And it's also, it's even more difficult now to be recruited as a freshman because of the transfer portal. So for you to accomplish that is monumental with everything that's going on. So I give you a lot of credit. I think that you are going to walk in there. You have the right head on your shoulders. You have a mother who's prepared you. You know exactly what to expect. And I am excited to see what you're going to do. I love having kids on that I'm probably going to be watching on Sundays. I can say I had them on the Trench Mob show. Very lucky. We are going to take a look at some of your film. I have your 2026 highlights, which I'm going to pull up, and I'm excited to see. And I've seen throughout the year, game by game. Wow, I still can't believe how many games you play, and I still can't believe the size of these stadiums. Well, because I'm from upstate New York, and if we get 12 people for a game, that's good.
The stadiums down here are crazy.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And the other thing, the film quality is always good. They make sure they get everyone, and everything is produced so well, and you never have to look for anything. So I always enjoy that. So I am going to share my screen, and we will put up the film.
Steve, while it comes up, man, I got a point I want to bring up. So I saw, Xavier, I saw you in the picture, man. We had Big Bear on here that's committed there to play left tackle, man, a while back. So, so Bear was on here. I think Bear was on here like about 3 weeks ago. But I saw you guys in the picture together, man, on a visit at a game. So, and the picture talked about how you guys don't visit anywhere else but Alabama, the recruits that are at Alabama, man. And I thought that was so unique, especially with this attention age, man. So, I think that's pretty cool, man. Have you been anywhere else?
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
He said he was locked in.
Yeah, man. Once you lock in, be locked in, man. And and that says a lot. That says a lot. Tunnel vision, man, for sure. I just wanted to mention that, Steve. I thought that was pretty
can
unique.
Imagine with him and Bear on the same team. My God, are they on the same team?
Yeah, they both coming in together. Yeah.
They're both going to Alabama together. They're both not on the same high school team.
No, not the same school team.
Yeah.
But it's crazy you say that because he has a teammate that's also going to Bama who's a 5-star D lineman. So it's crazy the people that Xavier is going to be around, that Bama committee. As a Georgia fan, I'm sad as hell, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. So there's 2 players on Gainesville going to Alabama.
Yep. Yes, sir.
That is quite the accomplishment, and wow. And yes, that absolutely means you should win the state championship.
We have 2 going to Bama. We've got 1 going to Duke, 1 going to Louisville, 1 going to Tulsa.
Yeah, shout out Ada Kane too, man. I worked with Ada Kane when he was like 8th or 9th grade, man. So that's my guy right
quite
there.
A few.
Yeah. Ada Kane was supposed to be Trench Mob, man, but he ended up going, to another team that we ain't gonna talk about on here, man. Go get us started. Ada Kane, my guy, though.
Yes.
Great speed around the edge. Great dip and rip. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, the speed level is at least 10 times faster than everyone who's playing against. I mean, they don't have a chance. That is such a great job. And
this is my favorite play right here.
Oh, the hustle. Yes. Never gives up on it. Never gives up on it.
Oh, yeah, that's a hell of a play right
Runs
there.
140 yards and saves a touchdown. That's huge. And that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. College coaches love seeing that.
And Cole, that's another thing, Steve, that people don't understand about, being a D lineman and linebacker, man, running to the ball, man. A lot of these kids, they feel like I can't make the play in the backfield. They start jogging, and that's the difference, man. They want to.
They do. They do. They do. Angle of pursuit, chasing down plays, never giving up. As you say, 11 hats to the ball. Nice job with the forced fumble. I can't believe that they single block this kid. It's like, my God, he blows through the tight end. Fuller misses him. It's 5 yards in the backfield. I like how they move him around too, so you don't know where he is.
All right.
And that makes it so much harder to prepare for. That is just great stuff. But yeah, I mean, this poor I would never leave this poor tackle on an island with this kid. Like you're just asking for trouble. Wow. And what I also love is, you're having so much fun. And you can see the passion, you can see the enthusiasm, everything there with it.
Sure.
And it's clear, I mean, you're capable of doing many things defensively. Jesus, wow, what a trigger. I mean, you're playing inside linebacker, you trigger right away, you read the play, you see the hole, and you feel perfect job fitting the gap. Oh, good God.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I like. See, he's like 0 to 60 in seconds.
Sometimes too fast.
He takes off. He takes off. But I mean, the quick trigger inside. I like the versatility, being able to be moved around, and then he just takes off and it's over.
Right. He can missile.
I mean, it's just. Wow. Great job on the twist. Great job setting it up, which a lot
exactly,
of guys,
man. And I was about to say, man, shout out to the Gainesville coaching staff, man, for that.
Is Hakeem Kisham on that staff?
Oh, not at all.
No, he's not. I was just double checking.
Shout out Kisham though, man. Kisham's our guy. But nah, man, it's hard to teach that. To high school
Very
guys,
hard,
man.
yes.
And that's just, showing that the relationship you guys have as teammates and as, a coaching staff, man, to get you guys to be able to execute that. It took me 3 years to learn that in college. I was a senior before I really truly understood, how to run games, man. So to see you guys do it in a high school, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Great recognition there. I mean, another good job on the game. Coming inside, taking the inside.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man. I remember when I was in the CFL, Steve, me and Marcus Howard, we played together. He's another trainer out here.
Yeah.
So we played together in the CFL, man. And our coach would call games, and we would look at each other and call them off. Like, we hated running games. And we felt like it slowed everything down, man. But then we realized later in our careers that, the games, help you tremendously, just mix things up, man, to keep the O-line guessing.
Well, they're good in the run game. They're good in the run game. In the pass game, as long as one person knows they got to kind of sacrifice themselves and open up the hole for the other person to get through, it'll work out. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I love a straight pass rush. Sometimes guys twist themselves out of their pass rush lanes, but he does such a nice job keeping a tight lane and getting in there. I mean, I don't even want to try to guess what his statistics are. Probably got 45 sacks. TFLs all over the place. And it is you said, I mean, this is 5A, and as Coach Jordan has educated me, it only goes up to 6A in Georgia, right?
Yeah, they're going back to 7A next year.
They're going up to 7 next year.
Oh, they are, okay. But this is the next highest level. I mean, wow. You're not getting much better than this. I mean, you're playing against top competition and you are just abusing them.
Right.
And
that takes a lot, man. I mean, and to be at Gainesville, and I don't mean to single you out amongst, your other teammates, but to be considered, the best player at Gainesville, a powerhouse in itself. When you talk Georgia football, you talk it's Grayson, Buford, Gainesville, and Milton,
Right.
right now.
Yeah.
So, to be the top player at a powerhouse, man, that takes a lot of dedication, man, lots of hard work, lots of support from mom and family, man. So I just want to kudos to you guys, man, for,
Thank you.
doing what it takes, because this film, I'm pretty sure it didn't just happen from you going on the football field and putting on shoulder pads and a helmet. You know what I mean? It takes a lot, that goes on in between the lines, and outside of the lines, to show up and be this type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, mom already said she played basketball and you got good genes, but, this is more than just good genes. This is a lot of hard work and dedication to, get yourself to this level of play.
No, I mean, it speaks for himself. I mean, for him to identify the run play, identify the gap and to trigger like that.
And the biggest thing I see, Steve, is confidence. Confidence because most kids, they play slow because they haven't studied and they haven't put the work in to have true confidence in themselves to play this fast.
Exactly. Film study, 100%. I mean, he knows what's coming before the ball snapped. Just like right there. I mean, perfect recognition of the run, fitting the gap, beating the puller. I mean, when you're beating the puller to the play, you're doing something right. And
he does. He's a student of the game. That's one thing I do love about him. He's taken that serious in the last year.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow. I mean, there's just the possibilities are absolutely endless.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you definitely belong in the SEC. I'm very happy you did not go to Ohio State. Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with you at Ohio State. You would be on another level there.
Nah, Coach Laurinaitis and Coach Patricia up there.
Matt Patricia is from my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I went to a high school right next to him.
Did you? Yeah, we love Coach Patricia. He's good.
He's from here. He's from upstate New York. That's why he's a coach.
Yeah.
So what do you like? I mean, I think I know the answer to this, so I should know the answer to this. Do you like playing more on the line of scrimmage or deep?
I mean, really, like I like first, second down, like linebacker, and then like third down on the edge. Like,
he's easily a very good Mike or Will linebacker. I mean, the way that he reads things and triggers, absolutely. And then I could see them moving him inside or to pass rush on third down because nobody has that kind of get off. Nobody has those kind of pass rush moves. You have Brett Greenberg, who gives a shout out and says that X and J are the best.
Yeah,
Brett Greenberg, 24/7. Yes, very happy. The Bama 24/7 graphic shout out, love it. And Bear is the man too. Yes, Bear is the man too. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on our show, giving us some of your time, telling us your story. And the good part is this is only the beginning. And I can promise you the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. I am going to look forward to watching you play. And I have a hunch you'll be on the field next year. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep that same mentality of improving every day. Get better every day. Just find something to get better every day. Coach Julius?
No, man, yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate you guys coming on. And I just want to give a shout out to him, and his mom. You don't find many people that are the number one guy in the country at their position that are as humble
No.
and as down to earth, and is willing to, most of these guys, and especially the parents, the parents are way
The
worse
parents can be the
than the
worst.
kids
They
at
are.
times. My kid, all that, you need to, she could have easily, well, if we gonna come on your show, how much we gonna get paid and how much we gonna,
Right.
but
Yeah,
she was,
yeah.
ready and willing to come on, man, and this young man has a bright future because of that. And I want to tell you, man, make sure you stay that way. Stay out the way of foolishness. Don't be entertaining everybody, of course. You know what I mean? But definitely, man, stay humble, man, and understand what got you there and hard work and remember mom, the sacrifices the mom made. One last question I got too, man. So what exactly, I think talk to you about what they're going to do with you there. Is it going to be linebacker? Or are they going to play you at edge? Or are you going to do both? Or, what are the plans, future plans that they got for you over there at Bama?
Yo, I'll end up playing both. They kind of want to use
Yeah, I
me like-
read like they're gonna have him as an athlete, and
Yeah.
I imagine from what I read anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of like how they play jihad. Like that's kind of how they see me playing.
Okay, for sure. That's dope. It's gonna be dope, man. We're definitely looking forward to seeing you, man. I'm gonna come down there and check you guys out, man. And major luck to you. And thanks again, Mom, for setting this up, man. And
Yes,
good luck
thank
to
y'all
you.
for
And,
having us.
y'all stay prayed up, stay healthy, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, y'all too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming on. I wish you all the best. And I am so excited to watch you play Saturdays. And then I will be thrilled to watch you play on Sundays as well
Yes,
and be
Yes,
able to brag that I had you on our podcast.
absolutely. You have to have us back.
Yes,
Sure.
Absolutely. Y'all just ask.
But take care. Good luck. We hope you win the states. And I'm gonna try to check out the playoffs. I love watching Georgia football now because of these guys. So I will be excited to see how far you go. But thank you again, and good luck to you.
Sir,
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
See ya.
Great kid, man. Humble.
Great kid. But wait a minute, before we get started, Cully, you tricked me. I did not expect to see that commercial-like thing in the intro.
yeah. We ain't addressed that.
You got me. We need to adjust that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you've been hiding from us. I'm gonna get you.
Oh well, I've been told it's more efficient to do it that way. So I can take this time to mention the other sponsors. We have James Whitfield of Luther James Insurance. For the last 3 years, he has dedicated himself to the art of financial planning. He specializes in insurance policies, mainly life insurance. He will make you a boatload of money, and he will do so tax-free. He understands the stress that comes with retirement planning. How much am I going to need? For how long? Do I have enough? Because fear of the unknown is real. You can go to his website, lutherjamesinsurance.com. And then we have Ned Von Young, Fresh himself, Fresh Fold Laundry Company, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. They just have a new location. They're a high-end laundry service. You can book online. You put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They come pick it up for you, wash, dry, fold it, land speed records. You can get it back within 48 hours. You can get it back expedited. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly. They also are now offering a pickup and a delivery service. So not only do you get your laundry picked up, you can have it delivered. Everything done without having to leave the comfort of your own home. They have deals for college students as well, anyone in the Chapel Hill area. So in your dorm rooms or apartments, wash your nasty ass, send your clothes to Fresh Fold, and Ned Von will take care of you. His website is my-freshfoldlaundry.com. So great guy. he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Very excited to see him play.
For sure. I think him in that defense in Alabama, him playing that Michael Parsons role,
they'll move around.
I think they're gonna be able to do something like that. I like him better as an edge because he got that great get off. He can beat you in certain ways, but I love the speed, the fact that he can go sideline to sideline, and
he's so versatile.
Very versatile. So no, that
was. You could stick him at safety if you wanted to.
If you wanted
man.
to.
That's the new thing people are doing, man. It's like when you got a guy that's that athletic, it's like having a new toy. You know what I mean? It's like, why not try this with it and try that with it? And you know, so I'm like you, Coach Jordan. I would love to see him exclusively on the edge. I mean, even the game that I went to and saw him at Gainesville. You know, I know you went there next week and saw him play, but I would have liked to see him more on the edge to pass rush, but they got so many other great D linemen out there, you know what I mean? So they don't even really need him there. But for sure, man. So this is Malachi Madison, man. I wanted to show him, Steve.
Yes.
He's a guy.
Yes, Malachi.
So he's at UMass. You know, he trained with me in high school. He ended up going to Virginia Tech.
He's the one who's transferring to UMass, correct?
No, so he's at UMass now.
He's
transferring now. Yeah, so he was at VTech. You know, for his first 2 years, you know, and then
he went to UMass.
Then he went to UMass last year. Yeah, so you know, at UMass, you know, shout out to UMass for giving them an opportunity, man. You know, to go play some ball, and you know, things didn't go so well for him at VTech, but you know, this kid can really play, man. And you know, and I'm talking to quite a few teams, you know. As he gets in the portal, man, and try to get him landed, you know, somewhere fast, man. But he's a hell of a player, man. And I definitely wanted to show this. You know, he's already made his announcement that he's going to transfer. There'll be a social media.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, I don't, you know, we could talk about it now because he already.
Do they allow you to communicate once you've announced that you're going into the portal? Are you allowed to communicate with anyone?
No. So I mean, so he can't talk to anyone, you know.
Right.
So
he can,
you know, so mainly, man, that's why, you know, it takes, you know, I know obviously he put it out there so coaches can see. So what I began to do once he put it out there, you know, now I begin to talk to people about him, you know, because he can't officially do it, you know, until he gets in the portal, you know. So I'm not affiliated, you know, with any NCAA or anything, so I can talk to who I want to talk to, you know.
Right.
But yeah, man, but he's definitely a big time talent, man. That can play, man. And you know, he got the Virginia Tech, he tore the ACL, you know, and you know, he got hurt, but you know, now he's back ready to go and playing some big time ball, and he's a big time player.
Did you know him? Was he a trench mob guy, or how did you know him?
So he was around the very first year in 2019. We created Trench Mob. He was training with us. So he never came to a Trench Mob competition or never did a Trench Mob competition, but he was training with Rail and Rayvon and that group of guys, you know, that we had on. Yeah. So, you know, he just never came to a competition. He came to some other events. I know we got a guy, Dwight Johnson out here, has big man takeover and stuff like that. He went to us and stuff like that, but he never came to like a 5v5 competition because, you know, it wasn't popular back then. Most guys
right.
You know, weren't doing
they were afraid of it. They were afraid of it.
Right. And just not knowing what it was for sure. And then it's the stuff cost, man. So, you know, not all the kids wanted to spend all their money to go on the road, you know.
He does a great job with his hands. He does a great job getting off blocks. And I mean, I've seen him at some 3. Is he playing some 1 as well?
Yeah, man, he can play all over, man. That's the good thing about Malachi. Yeah. He's very, very versatile, Steve. He can play 3, he can play 1, he can play 0. He can move out to play 4, play 5. He need 6 technique, even if you need him on the edge, man. He's a great athlete. You know, he's about 6'3", 290, you know, and can really run, and he's a very athletic kid, man, for sure.
How many years of eligibility does he have left?
So he has 2 years left. You know,
good.
2 years left, man. So, you know, he you know, sky's the limit for him, man. I think, you know, whoever ends up giving this kid an opportunity, man, is definitely going to be patting himself on the back, come 2 years later.
I don't think that it'll be lasting long in the portal.
Yeah, man. His best years are in front of him. You know what I mean? And especially with him getting back healthy now from having a knee injury, and getting a year, playing under his belt, man, and getting real college burn, where he's a starter and playing a lot. It's going to be tremendous for him as he goes into his next opportunity.
Sure.
We've gotten some questions. What are your thoughts on the NCAA going to the one transfer portal that's going to be in the winter? I believe it starts January 2nd. And several people have asked if you think that it will last because people can sue and the NCAA loses a lot of lawsuits. Do you think that the one-time transfer portal is good for the game, and do you think it will last?
I guess I'll pop it off since Julius did all the questioning with Xavier and all that good stuff. Told him to do it, but we'll talk about that another day. No, I love it. I think it's a great thing for the world to see. I think 2 transfer portals is just too much. It's just a lot going on. Like we talked about a few shows ago last year. Between the both of them, there were 22,000 kids in the portal, and it was too much going on. And out of 22,000 kids, Coach Julius, if I'm wrong, maybe 300 kids got picked up out of different positions. So I think one is good. I think it'll stick because now it tells college coaches, hey, you can either get this kid out of the portal or you can get these JUCO kid, which most of the colleges are doing. Because let's be honest here. We look at college football all the time, and we see most of these schools that go into the portal, that get most of the portal kids, don't pan out. We ain't got to name no schools. We ain't got to go that far. But we see it every Saturday. We see it every day.
We do.
So I think now it gives college coaches to say, okay, let's go in for these 10 days. Let's see what we can get after we go for these JUCO guys and we bring them in, we mold them in. Because at the end of the day, with the portal, you can do it one of two ways. You can go in there money hungry or you can go in there hungry like it was 10, 12 years ago and be happy with what you got. And what it does is it tells those kids like, hey, if you come here, then it's a wrap. You're not going in, all that good stuff. They're already taking away red shirts. They're already taking away walk-ons. So it's going to be a lot. And I love it for these junior college guys getting that same love like how it was a few years ago when before there was even a portal, you had to go to a Northeast. You had to go to an East Mississippi. You had to go to a Butler Community College. So I love it. I think it'll last. Even if you sue the NCAA, you got to give them a reason for you to win. You can't just sue the NCAA and say, hey, they told me I was going to get $40,000, but then you sign the paper, you don't read the fine print, and you getting taxed like how they do at Syracuse. That is your fault. And then if you're on your 5th transfer and you thinking you're going to this school, thinking you're going to go to the NFL because you just moving around, it's not going to work. So me personally, I don't know how Julius feels about it. I love it. I think it should stay for the remainder of however, and it gives junior college guys another chance to get that love, whether they started at JUCO or whether they had to go JUCO. So I'm a great fan of it.
Yeah, I agree. I hope it does stick. I think it will limit the movement. And Coach Jordan, you had the highest viewed comment reel that we made last week, over 1,500 views. As you were talking about junior college in the portal. So congratulations on that.
Hey, man, Coach Jordan is the man, man. I don't even know how I'll come on the show anymore, man. I should just let, it should just be the Coach Jordan and Steve show, man. I should sit in the living room and watch you guys on the big screen on YouTube, man. It was funny, though. It did get the most views. It was a lot of people were surprised by it. See, listen, man. Listen, Coach Jordan has made Trench Mob so popular. Like, people don't even know. I don't even think people know I'm a coach anymore. Everybody always talks about Coach Jordan. Hey, man, Coach Jordan, Coach Jordan, Coach Jordan. Like, no other coach ever gets any love, man. Coach Jordan is the main topic of all 5v5 rooms all over America.
So this was the only guy who disagreed with you. I'm sorry, you actually got 2,500 views now. When we were talking about overcoming adversity, Jay responded, literally, who cares? They just believe in themselves and want to play. Sitting because one guy doesn't believe in you is so stupid and not overcoming adversity. Arguably, going to a new school and starting over is going through more adversity than riding the pine and earning a chance that way.
This is why we disagree. I would rather listen. I would rather if I go to a school and they tell me that I have to wait and I got to put the work in. That is one thing. But what kids are doing, and we all see it, is a kid will go to a school, whether they JUCO or portal, not even knowing what the situation is, knowing if somebody's coming back, not knowing if this guy's graduating, all that other stuff. All they heard was, hey, you come here, you're going to play, we'll give you some money, we're going to do this, do that. And then you get there, and they treat you like a 0-star, 1-star, and then you hear all these people that's in the portal because you got lied to. No, you didn't ask the right questions before you went to this school. You didn't ask them, hey, is this going there? You went in there money hungry. You went in there thinking that you was going to be a first-round pick. You went in there because you want to go P5. And if you feel like going to different schools is the place to go, then do it. Let's see how that works with NFL teams, because Julius played NFL. I had a tryout. I don't remember too many people asking for trades like that because they was in a bad situation. I know teams right now that's in bad situations. I don't see one person ready to leave and all that good stuff. In college, it's the same situation. Like, if you don't want to try to find, just put the work in. You heard Miss Griffin say it. You just got to work. And the people that don't work, you get comments like that. So I don't really feed into the negativity. It is what it is. The people that
I like feeding into the negativity.
Right,
I like someone to shove it up their ass. It's fun for me. But no, I mean, you mentioned that there were 10, 20,000 guys, whatever, in the portal last year, and they don't get signed. There's a ton that go homeless, and they think the grass is greener, and they don't end up getting anything.
But you know what that is, Steve? That right there is entitlement.
Yep.
100%.
Because like most of these kids get in the put it like this. The college kids that are watching right now, all right? I know there has to be some. All right. You should not get in the portal unless you know you're going to come out on the other side. Not think.
You have to know. You can't go in blind.
I agree.
Not think. So, like, if you don't have representation, friends and family who know the game, coaches, trainers, people who are your support system, even before you decide to even go and talk to your coaches about getting in the portal, you should already have a solidified spot that you know you can land.
Yep.
And that's what most kids don't do. They get, the coach says something wrong to them one time, I'm getting in the portal. And that's why, and if I can answer, man, that question that you asked, I have a love-hate relationship with the portal. I'll tell you why. I got a kid I love to death. His name is Chief Borders. All right. Chief went to Florida. All right. Went to Florida, didn't really, didn't love it. Didn't like it. You know what I mean? Left Florida, went to Nebraska. All right. Was at Nebraska, didn't quite work out. Ended up going to Pittsburgh, was at Pittsburgh, did some good things, didn't quite work out. Now he's at UNLV. All right. But the thing about Chief being at his fourth school, when I spoke to him this summer, he said, Coach, I haven't felt the way I feel at UNLV since high school. He was like, Coach, at them other schools, man, it was cool. I had a good time. I enjoyed the coaches, the teammates. He was like, man, this just feels like home. And he's glad that he kept searching until he found his true spot where, he feels like that same feeling. Because a lot of guys, let's be honest, college, a lot of guys get to college and lose their love for the game.
Yeah.
Because college football is a job, especially now that you're getting paid. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of politics that goes into it because of that. The best players are not always playing at these universities because a lot of times other guys have been paid more. So the thing is, like Coach Jordan said, man, I mean, now I love the transfer portal and the new college football because people have always said football is a business, and that's never been truer than right now. Everybody's, their own entity, but I think that's turned into a gift and a curse, because now there is no adversity. I only got to worry about me. There's no team feeling. There's no what does the team want? What does the team need? How can I fit in to the system? Now more than ever, it's how can the system fit into me, into my plans. And when those plans are shown to not be put first by coaches, whether it be a head coach or a position coach or even in the training room, man. Listen, it's a lot. The kids don't feel like they're a priority. They leave. That's what happened.
They do 100%. 100% they do.
And I want people to understand, to the college kids that is watching, before we look at the next kid, be okay with starting down. Like, be okay with thinking you can go to a Livingston, you can go to a West Florida, you can go to
I agree,
and work your way up. But don't feel bad when you go to a Georgia or Tennessee, Texas Tech, West Georgia, one of these D1s, and you get in the portal, you're a part of that 10, 20,000 people that's in the portal. I think it's like 8,000 people in the portal right now, and you have to go down. You have to go to the Livingston. You have to go to the West, the Valdosta States and everything like that. Great football. Don't get it twisted. But your goal was to go to the Georgias, the Tennessees, Texas Techs, get the 800,000, 400,000, hell, even million if some people get a million. And then you got to face that adversity and go to a Reinhardt and pay for school. Or you go to a LaGrange, nice Division III, got to pay for school. Or you go to a Shorter, shout out to my Shorter people, and you got to go there and try to make it work. Like, it's all a business. Like Coach Julius said, it is a business now. This is something that the new kids wanted. And don't get mad when it's not going your way. 10, 12 years ago, kids was happy to get that stipend. Man, I was at Mississippi State. We got $800 a month.
Man,
we
that
were
shit
happy about
great.
it. Man, listen, it made us feel good. Now, kids don't know what that feels like. Kids get a free $800,000. They go get a Tesla. They go get this, get that, just to get back in the portal to live the life that we live. So don't get mad when you up here and things ain't going your way for whatever reason, and you got to drop down and make it happen.
So, Coach Jordan, I played before the stipend area, me and Cully.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, we used to get per diem. We would play away games for like $200. We thought we was rich. $200, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So, man, but I'm glad you said that, man. That's deep, man. I was just having a conversation earlier with Miss Sonia about that, Xavier's mom, but I was telling her, man, that, everybody prayed for so long for these college kids to get paid, and now that they're getting paid, it's almost like, man, it's not even fun no more. Exactly, it ain't even fun no more, man. And a lot of guys are not getting opportunities because they're nitpicking at all the smallest little bitty things, one of his calves is bigger than the other, or he can't bend or as much as this guy can bend, or he can't, it's just so many things, man, that they'll use against your arm length, hand size, it's crazy, man, the amount of things that they use, because now they gotta pay you that money.
Yeah, and Julius, it's even at UConn, they had these kids going to signing after signing after signing, making appearances. If you're getting paid, every athlete gets paid $500, a flat fee. and then the better ones get paid more. But they're required to do so much constantly. I mean, they had to get a group of them in a van and go down to New York City for to meet and sign for them. They were signing. The girls' basketball team was signing chairs from the Final Four last year. Because they have to
Cully, we had, when I was at UConn, Cully, we had jobs in the summertime. Like there was guys that were bouncing at clubs and working on paint jobs and construction jobs, just to have money in the summer. They gave us a check.
You didn't take class,
to pay for housing, but we had no money for anything else. Guys were literally, I remember guys working in clubs at night. You would go to the bar and see one of your teammates is the bouncer. Because, guys were broke, man. So, these guys, it's like, man, I don't think these kids realize, how good they have it, man. I remember being in college, bro, not having $100 to my name, bro. For real. Like, if something tragic happened, it just happened. I had no way out. I'm telling you, it was crazy, man.
No, I went to JUCO. My second stint in JUCO, bro. I was on a full scholarship. I didn't get a refund.
Right.
Yeah,
man.
Right.
Dog, you want to talk about mad? I'm out of state. I'm on full ride. I'm supposed to be one of the best players, and I can't get 2,000 back.
Right.
Man,
I know.
Man, I don't. And listen, I know kids gonna look at this and say, "Oh, these are three guys. They just hating on the new system." We don't give a damn about the new system.
Love it, actually. Yeah.
We love it. We want you kids to get paid. We want you kids because this is something we've been wanting for years. Like I grew up in the stipend era, so we was getting stipends. They didn't. But kids, I want y'all to understand, like we just said, this is something that y'all wanted. Listen to these stories that we're telling. Not one lie has been told here. And you talk to a cousin or a nephew or even a coach that's been through this, they're going to tell you the same thing we went through. And then the kids going to look at us like, y'all went through that? Like, yeah.
But you know what, though? I'm kind of glad we didn't get paid, though, man, because we didn't deserve, we were crazy as hell, man. This is before social media.
I would have
thrown man, I can only imagine the things we would have been doing if we got paid $300,000.
$300,000 and we grew up in an apartment? Well, I'm coming back in a Chevy. I'm coming back in a Hellcat.
Right. Yeah, man, for sure. Nah, it's all good. Who we got here, Steve?
We got Luke Jessup, which I loved seeing because he is from, I believe, is this Massachusetts?
This is Utah.
Oh, Utah. Okay, I saw the name of the school.
This is the Utah kid, man. I saw his film. He sent it to me a while back, and very undersized guy, but he has a motor. He's one of those guys that's gonna block to the whistle, as you can see.
Jesus, yep, he definitely does have a motor.
Only thing I hate about this film, I hate the splits. But other than that, this guy's looking for work. He's knocking people down. He's very athletic.
How tall is he?
He's only 6 foot. He's 240 pounds. He's got a few offers. His biggest one was Ottawa right now. I definitely think he's a D2 type of guy, but there's some things that we need to see. Like I love the post and ambush he's got right here. I would stay a little lower in his stance, but look at the athletic ability. He's running, looking for work, trying to take some dudes down. That's what you got to be. If you
where's Ottawa? I hear that name a lot.
Ottawa?
Yeah,
it's up north, right?
It's up north. I think it's NAIA or D3. Good school though. Good school.
Yeah, I know. I see it a lot. That's what I'm asking. I mean, I feel like I've seen that school a lot on social media.
Oh yeah.
And it's weird in Canada because I believe is it in college they play American football or high school they play American football?
I think,
so it's the Ottawa in Canada? Is that what that is?
Yes, it's in Canada. Yes.
Okay, yep. So it's like
play American football, and I can't remember if it's high school where they do it or college.
Yeah, I think high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they college is still CFL style ball.
But at the end of the day, man, I do like this kid. I love his tenacity. I love his hands. I would work on his footwork a little bit in the offseason. Like you see that.
I can see his footwork.
Right
Yeah,
And then work on his lateral movement. He posts up a little bit, and I get it. They're facing odd front, so he ain't got nobody to work. But stay low in his stance. You already
his
6
stance.
foot. You down to
He's got
5'8",
to get
and
bend
keep
your
doing what you
knees.
do. Keep doing what you're doing. This is good tape. This is real
That's
good.
the rest though. He playing hard as hell.
Oh, he giving him the business.
Got to bend his knees a little more though, especially being a short guy.
And that's what I'm saying. Love the climb. I'm gonna have to talk to him about them wide stances. We're gonna have to talk about that. But he makes it work. I see a lot of people do it.
It makes him look. He's a much better athlete than he appears because of that wide stance, man.
Absolutely. And if you're watching, better be ready to snap the ball.
Yeah, especially being 6'4".
He's not gonna be playing guard too long. I can guarantee you that. And if you have been snapping 100 snaps a day.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, I love the lateral movement, but still allowing a little bit of pressure. And I get it. Like I said, it's a lot of odd fronts that he's seeing. This is the one time he's covered. Good hands, good feet. Love how he doesn't post, doesn't drift too far. Like most people that are guards, they drift. They went ahead and kick. If I'm already head up of him, I'm just gonna pop straight up, put hands on him quick.
He's a good player though.
Well, he's a hell of a player. I love it.
Yeah, I like the way he comes off the ball. He's undersized, but he's creating good movement. He's got leverage.
He's doing his job. A lot of slide protection in this film. There's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of slide protection.
He's a 26.
He is a 26. Yep.
Yeah,
is he playing y'all All-Star game?
He is not. But an offensive line job did come up. So if he wants to sign up, let me know. We'd love to have him. He come down from Utah. He'll be our second kid.
And the thing I like, and I know I can't say enough about you, Coach Jordan and Coach Daniels, man. Steve, I know we talked about it a little bit before, man. But Coach Jordan's All-Star game and Coach Daniels' All-Star game, the Peach State Gridiron Classic, man. They're not going after the stars, the guys that are the 4 stars and 5 stars and even 3 stars. They're going after the guys that are the diamonds in the rough, the guys that they see potential in, they can come out and earn a name for themselves and earn some money, from schools that are still looking, man. So I think that's one of the best All-Star game ideas out here because most of I'm affiliated with the All-Star game as well, the ACC game, and Coach Glenn is a great guy. But most of the All-Star games, they're just looking for top guys to represent the All-Star game, so shout out to those guys for, looking for diamonds in the rough. And Glenn, does the same thing, man. He wants to find guys that have talent for sure. But I know with Coach Jordan and Coach D, man, they're all about finding the diamonds in the rough, so, shout out to them, man, and the Peach State Gridiron Classic, ACC game as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
And shout out to Luke. Hey, Luke, get at me. We get you right, man. Work on your feet, work on your hands. Look like you caught a little bit at the end, but it's okay. You still got your pancakes. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep working.
We got Mr. Roman Dickerson, who I recall seeing before. I'm excited to see his senior film.
Man, this is Roman's. We had Roman on earlier in the spring, man. So I just wanted to show his senior film. I have no idea why Roman isn't one of the top recruits in the U.S. playing defensive line. I just don't. It's just every now and then, man, there's a kid. I know you got NIL now where you want these guys to be absolutely perfect, but this guy's a fucking dog. You know what I mean? And excuse me, parents, I know y'all don't hear me talk like that much. I try to, be Christian. But man, this guy, man, oh man, can he play, man? And I hope that somebody is watching this film. I'm still reaching out to coaches late and challenging them, to get this guy to their campus, man. But Roman can really, really play, man. And I just wanted to show his film one more time in hopes that people will see it some more and give him another look.
Jeez.
He plays old school football, man.
No,
all over the D line.
How big is he?
So Roman's like 6'3", 260.
Okay. And what would you say he has right now?
So he has some schools right now. I know he has shorter. Who else he got, Coach Jordan? He has a few. He has
San Bernardo.
Yeah,
a couple
San
more
Bernardo.
schools, couple JUCOs. I think a couple JUCOs in Cali. I'm working on a D2 in West Virginia right now for them. They love him. That's about it. But I agree with Coach. I watch his film all the time, trying to figure that shit out. But who knows?
Yeah, Roman can play, man. And he's a good kid. You know what I mean? Great kid, loves the game. You ain't got to worry about him doing no bullshit on campus, man. You know what I mean? And he's a kid that deserves an opportunity, man. You know, he's a hard worker. I mean, I've been training with me for a while, since he's been in about 8th grade, you know, listens. He's never been a pain. You know, just a good kid and a good ball player, man. He balls to the wall when he's on the field. He's playing fullback, tight end, D tackle, D end. You know, I think he's gonna be a bona fide 3 technique at the next level, man. But he's a super athlete, and I think one of the reasons, man, is like he doesn't play at a powerhouse high school or even in a powerhouse conference where he's going to be seen, you know, by a lot of people. And I think that hurt him a lot. Just not, you know, he plays in Georgia and plays Georgia football, but he's not in one of those, you know, he's not in one of those conferences that people are going to pay a lot of attention to, you know, like a Grayson or a Gainesville or a Beaufort or Milton that we talked about earlier. But this kid's a hell of a ball player, man, that deserves an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
My man,
for
White
sure.
Boy
I like
Rick
the way
getting
he
the job done,
plays
man.
Yes, sir. Came on the road with us, man, and you know, and held his own, man, and did his thing. You know what I mean? And you know, against some of the greatest, you know, offensive linemen in the country. You know, guys that are 4 stars, and 5 stars, and 3 stars that are going to some of these big universities and getting paid lots of money, man. Roman did them bad, you know, in certain instances, man. So, you know, I would just love for coaches to take another look, man, you know, and realize what this guy is. And guys like him and, you know, Ahmad Dortch, you know, Travis Young, who we talked about, man, like these guys,
Travis Young,
you know, are ball players, man, that, you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I felt like it would have been offered up, you know, but they're not exactly what you want them to be. You know, you don't offer them, and that shit is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis Young not being offered is shocking to me. But I mean, Roman too. Jesus, Roman is good.
Yeah. And you know, we ain't asking for no, you know, FBS, you know, P5 thing. If he has to go FCS and Division II, let him start up. Let him do that. You know, but we as coaches, we just want answers. We just want to know what's really going on. Like if it's a school thing, then it's a school thing. I just saw it with a kid of mine who, not to take away from Roman, but kid of mine who went to Walnut Grove, who they played, and he had the biggest offer. He enters the portal. Now he has 5 offers from D2 and P5. So, I mean, that's the way, then that's the way. But we need answers. Coach Julius need answers.
Yeah.
We need some answers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, we have several places we can look to send Travis if he doesn't get anything that he's satisfied with, because he can play.
Yeah.
So we have Caleb, I believe.
So
Caleb Voltaire.
Caden
Voltaire. Sorry. Oh, Windsor, Connecticut. Okay, this was the one I was looking at. Loomis JP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit me up a while back. I've been meaning to look at his film. I think he's a good kid. I saw 6'7", 290, and didn't even hesitate. Had to look at it. Had to get it. He's got 6 offers. His top ones to me is Bryant, Tennessee Martin, and Delaware State. And,
good.
Yeah, so he's got some stuff.
I like Bryant. Bryant has some great facilities they just built.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dope, man. Yeah, we doing the camp in Connecticut this year, man. In May, I got to finalize that. I'm gonna try to
At Bryant?
finalize it tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh,
not at
good.
Bryant, but we're doing something.
Oh.
So I got a guy, Alberto Cordero. He was a GA at UConn. My last year there. So he's now coaching at a high school. Forgive me, I can't remember the high school right now, Alberto, if you watching, man.
In Rhode Island?
No, but it's in Connecticut. Yeah. So me and
Oh,
Matt Lawrence are
Connecticut,
probably
okay.
going to team up, and do a camp there. So it's gonna be a trench mob, 32 sports thing, up there in Connecticut, man. I'm excited to get back up there and and get with my old guys, Alberto Cordero and Matt.
Absolutely. Matt's doing such a great job with his 7-on-7.
Yeah, man. Matt is the man. I just, if I could be slightly like Matt Lawrence, I'll be very happy, man. That guy's making some big noise.
He's got the biggest 7-on-7 league in the state.
Yeah.
And I got to see Andre Dickerson Saturday for the first time. I got to meet him in person. Love Dre. Dre's gonna do some 7-on-7 as well. I mean, he's training kids, so it's good that they're doing that in Connecticut. We need that.
Yeah, both of those guys were dynamic athletes too, man. Like who better to do it, than those two guys. I seen both of those guys firsthand having to tackle those guys in practice, man. Those guys were not easy to bring down at all.
This guy is physical. How big is he?
6'7", 290.
6'7", 290.
Looks every bit of it. Looks every bit of it.
UConn didn't sniff this kid. Jesus.
What is that? Like,
maybe they'll get him late. I don't know.
That's just
like, what is going on? 6'7", 290, and they don't
290 and moves the way he moves.
They can play. Shit.
They look down on
the
they ain't got nothing. Look at them hanging out, humping the dude.
Humping dudes. Like he's killing, man. I would change his stance a little bit, make it a little bit square, but he's doing it. Like, he's trying to get physical. He's doing his job.
I'm gonna start telling people, man, I went to Towers High School and went straight to the league.
I know. like
that shit is sad to me, man. I mean, shout out UConn. We doing our thing though, man. UConn is what, 93?
We're 8-3. We just beat
8-3. Yep. So shit.
You get a kid like this, man. You can do bigger things. Like look at him. Look how athletic he's running. Look. I know. He's doing some good things on this film.
I know that they do not like the prep league. That's part of it, but this is, I mean, 6'7", 290.
This is 6'7", 290 moving.
This kid's athletic. This kid's physical. Jeez.
Only flaw, I would fix his stance, make it a little bit more square, and have him straight up, get a little bit more of a stagger. You know what I mean? He doesn't have too many flaws that I'm seeing. But other than that, man, this film looks good.
Man, if this kid
really good punch, really good with his hands.
So I'm not sure, Coach Jordan, if he knows he was going to be on the show or not, if he communicated with him. But other kids that are like this kid, that's 6'7", 290, and you play in a place like Connecticut, man, if you get in contact with us and come on the road with us, bro, you will blow up so fast going against some of these other top four stars. I mean, no disrespect to the guys he's going against, but
I know.
But like that has something to do with it as well, man. Like he's just not
right.
Like if he can put himself around elite company to be able to showcase what he can do, man, this kid could have went to Florida.
You're 100% right.
Florida State, because he can play. UConn would definitely, be on him then because they would have to. But I just feel like they probably just don't respect this competition as much.
They don't like the prep. They don't like the prep school league. They don't
Somebody
like.
Go get him.
Yeah. Cheshire. I mean, they have gotten down on that.
This is some good stuff. I like the way the film is set up. Few runs, few passes, a lot of snaps.
Bro, like, look at that. Even the way, bro, the way he moves, bro, like, fuck who he's playing against.
Yeah.
Like, he's 6'7", 290, and he can move like that, bro. And you can't see that right in your backyard.
Yeah, he's got real fast feet.
Like UConn, UMass, UConn, UMass, Boston College. You know,
letting a 6'7", 290 kid, they don't think he's a 1A kid.
he say he got Delaware State, right?
Yes, Delaware State.
Delaware State, yeah.
Okay.
And he recently just got UT Martin. So I mean, he
Okay.
got some good offers. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to those schools.
Is he a PG or is he just a regular
This is high school.
kid? Oh, just high school. Wow.
This is high school.
Wow.
This is
Loomis Chafee. Yeah. They take PGs. That's why I was just curious if he was a PG or not.
This is high school. Yep.
But wow, phenomenal show. It was great having Xavier on. I think he's got a great head on his shoulders. Love his mother. He is going to go far. And Jamal's kid, did he sign up? Xander, the wide receiver, he told me that he did. I just want to make sure.
I believe he did sign up. I believe he did. I haven't.
Which game? Mine's or his?
I think he signed up for the SEC game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the big kid, right? The 6'4" kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, man.
All right. And he's got to get. Are there any spots left?
Yeah. So we do have spots left, man.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I mean, but not for long though.
Okay.
Not for long. I mean, I know for a fact that all the spots will be filled before December 1st. Because I know Glenn, he's actually holding spots for some people that needed to, not to put their business out there, but we're not saying their names, but they need to make a little more money to be able to afford it. But
Sure.
Yeah.
we do have spots left, man.
Jamal, we can get a couple of his kids sponsored. They should very easily be able to get sponsored.
Oh, for sure.
Especially some of the big time players. But it's good that he's got his kids going there. Great show, great guys, great viewership continues to grow, and I'm glad that it's benefiting the kids. Kids are getting looks, kids are getting offers from this. And it's
shout
nice
out Oric, man. Oric has gotten 4 offers since the show, man.
I was just about to say that. Shout out to Olive Johnson, man. 4 offers since the show.
He deserved it. He deserved it, and that's great to see. And that's why we're in this business. That's why we're doing this, and that's why the show has taken off, because the talent that we've been able to showcase and the schools that they're going to. I mean, there are not a lot of recruiting shows that have kids that are going to Alabama on Florida State, with Sean. I mean, it's amazing the guys that you've had in your group, that you're going to continue to have in your group, and you're getting them early. And I can't wait to see the class that you're going to have this year. So,
monsters, man. Steve, I got to mention Goat Coach as well, man. Yeah. Coach Mike just redid their website, actually. So, so shout out to.
Oh, he did.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Dave from Goat Coach, man. He because he was asking about our website. He liked our website. He asked who did it, and I put him on to Coach Mike, man. And so now if you go to Goat Coach and you type in Mob 5, you're going to get an automatic discount. So anybody watching this show, man, if you go to goatcoach.com and use discount code MOB5, it'll take, quite a bit off. I think it's 20% that'll get taken off your coat, so.
That's
definitely
huge.
Shout out to Dave from Goat Coach, man. You guys see I got it in my background, man. I wear it every show.
Yes. No, I love the Goat Coach. Good. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. He's done a good job, and he also helps out with doing some of the films, right, as well.
Yeah. Coach Mike is the man. Everything you see visual is Coach Mike.
Guy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Everything on my page. Most of the stuff on Coach Jordan's page. A lot of it outside of the, the peak stuff, and the recruit. NEGA stuff, man. Is Coach Mike's the man. He's the one that comes up with all the videos and stuff like that.
All right. So for Julius Williams of the Trench Mob, Coach Jordan of the Trench Mob, best offensive line coach in Georgia, I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.